Hi everyone, this is Chris from Chris London Online, and today I want to talk to you about making sure that you're targeting the right people with your Facebook adverts that are relevant to your niche and your industry. Now, yes, we can put a message out on Facebook and it can go out to hundreds, thousands, even millions of people if we have the right budget. And we may get a cost per click that's as less as 5p per click. And that may sound good, but if you're sending that message out to too many people and they're not relevant to your industry, then what's the actual point? So what I want to talk to you about today is making sure that we're hyper-targeting our audience. Yes, it's going to cost us more. Facebook knows that hyper-targeted people are more valuable to you. But that's exactly the point. If they're more valuable to your business, then surely they're worth that extra expenditure. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I would layer an advert and layer in my target audience to make sure I was reaching the right people for my industry. Have a look at this video. Okay, so now we're inside Facebook and we're inside Ads Manager and we've gone into the Creating Ad Set section. And as we scroll down, what we can see is we go past the budget, we go past the location and things like that, and where we find detailed targeting. And this is where people start to make mistakes and add too many categories in without layering the categories down, therefore increasing the potential reach of people and not niching it down enough for their industry. So, for example, let's imagine we're looking for business owners who are interested in cars, maybe a mechanics or something like that. So people who own garages and things like that. So what we would do first of all is we want to speak to or send our message to the business owner specifically. So what we would do is we would go in and we'd type in something like business owner, and you'd be able to pop in that that person has business owner or small business, a business owners as employee. Okay, so they put in their employers section that they're a business owner. And we can go into suggestions and you can find lots more. And we'll just add a couple of those in. So for example, it could be self-employed. Okay, so that's 3. Obviously you'd add a few more. You could go for a small business owner. You could add a couple more in there. So what that's done at the moment is it's brought us in and said that there's 38,000 people potentially in that reach. Okay, so then we think, right, okay, well, that's too vague. Okay, so what we need now is people that are interested in sort of cars and garages and things like that. So people who are interested in cars may be interested in Auto Trader, and this is the mistake people make. So they start typing in Auto Trader, for example, and they pop it in autotrader.com. Okay, and they may also have an interest in, say, Top Gear, the program. Okay, and we pop that in as well. And all of a sudden, our potential reach of people has gone to 3.2 million people. Okay, because actually what we're asking Facebook to do is we're asking Facebook to look for anybody who is either a business owner, a small business owner, a business owner, or self-employed, or they might not be a business owner. They may just like Auto Trader or like Top Gear. Now, that isn't who we're after. So instead, what we need to do is we need to take these out of this section and actually click down here in the narrow audience. And what you'll see it says is that we must also match one of the following. Okay, so that is where we're going to type in Auto Trader. Okay, and what we'll find now as we come down, and we can then narrow it down further. Okay, so what we're saying to people here is that these people, that's disappeared, so let's pop that in again. So these people must be a business owner, a small business owner, or self-employed, but they must also like something in this category, which is autotrader.com, and they must also like Top Gear. And now what we find is that our potential reach is actually less than 1,000 people. Now, although we've got less people, they are hyper-targeted people and the exact people that we want for our niche. Whereas before, we had 3.2 million people that weren't relevant to our industry. And that is how you should use Facebook to layer your audience and make sure you're reaching the right people. So what you need to do is go away, have a think about your business, think about who the main group of people are, and then what their interests are that fall within that, so that you can layer your audience so that you're reaching the right people. Because as we can see here, Facebook is now saying that our audience definition is very specific and that it's going to be the right people that are going to be there for our business. And that's how we layer an audience for an advert.
So that video there shows us exactly how we would layer our audience, and so that we were reaching the right people with our adverts. And like I said before, as it may cost you a little bit more, but they're more valuable to your business. And it's important for you to recognize what's valuable to your business and how much you need to have your cost per clicks around, what you can afford depending on the product or the service that you're selling. Now, if you need any help with targeting your audience, or reaching the right people, or what messages to get across, then comment on the video or send me a private message, and we can talk about how we can use Facebook adverts and Facebook in general to make sure your business has an increase in its sales.